Ariana Grande is a 32-year-old American singer, songwriter, and actress. Born on June 26, 1993 in Boca Raton, Florida, she is a Cancer, which makes sense as they're known to be emotional, caring, and intuitive.
Okay, have a look at me.
Look at him. I'm done.
She is known to be a very strong woman as she's had a history of trauma. Here is every public hardship she has gone through. Complicated relationship with her dad. Ariana was only 8 years old when her parents divorced. Her mother, Joan Grande, is the CEO Hosmakin Communications, described as the leaders of the marine industry.
As anybody who knows me knows how Joan Grande has felt about every relationship I've ever been in, and she has been so supportive and patient and bit her tongue.
She also collaborates with her son, Ariana's half-brother Frankie Grande, on their production company. Ariana's father, Ed Patera, is a graphic designer, photographer, and owner of IBI Designs. Around 2013, Ed had a public Twitter account named Ariana's Dad, and he exploited her fame a little bit. He did a live stream and called Ariana, asking her about her ex Jai, how she warms her voice, performing with Justin Bieber. It was a 3-minute conversation before Ariana realized she was being recorded.
The episode, Dad, you do episodes now?
Yeah, this is the second episode.
Oh, okay.
I have a contract with Ustream.
What is this show called?
This is called Ariana's Daddy.
But wait, don't forget you have to hit save. Don't hit discard, okay? But I want to watch it.
He's also a Republican and Trump supporter, which doesn't align with Ariana's views as she's been a vocal supporter of the LGBTQ community. During her interview in 2014, 21-year-old Ariana revealed that she was estranged from her father for a very long time. It's private, but it happened last year. It took me so long to be okay with it. The thing that got me there was embracing the fact that I am made up of half my dad, and a lot of my traits come from him. So much of me comes from my father, and for so long I didn't like that about myself. I had to accept that it's okay not to get along with somebody and still love them. In 2017, she posted a Father's Day post captioned, "Happy Father's Day, I love you." She also forced them to be friends again in her 24th birthday that year. In 2018, however, she posted a Mother's Day post saying, "Mommy, I love you so much. Thank you for being a mom and a dad." In her 2018 song Thank You Next, one of the lines were, "One day I'll walk down the aisle, holding hands with my mama. I'll be thanking my dad, cause she grew from the drama." They reconciled for Thanksgiving in 2019 with Joan present as well. Ed attended the Grammys with Ariana and Joan in 2020, and in her Grammy performance she sang the lyrics, "I'll be thanking my dad,"
Cause he's really awesome.
changing the previous lyric shading her dad. In her recent 2024 film Wicked, fans noticed that she changed her name to Ariana Grande Butera during the credits.
Yeah.
Cry.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That was my name when I first saw Wicked. I feel like this role helped me sort of come home to little Ari, and maybe little pieces of her got lost along the way in this crazy industry. It happened so randomly. Remember I texted you?
You texted me, yeah.
I said, I haven't told anyone, but
Yeah.
I think I'm doing this. Pulled it up on my laptop. And I recorded him secretly, and I told him I wanted to show him the typography of the credits because he's a graphic designer. He loves that
Graphics,
stuff.
yeah.
Her dad was also featured in the short film she made that came out 3 months ago called Brighter Days Ahead. Dan Schneider sexualizing her. Grande was cast as Kat Valentine in the Nickelodeon TV show Victorious in 2009 and played her till 2013. The showrunner was Dan Schneider, and everyone knows he's a creep that belongs in jail, as he's been accused by multiple people for his inappropriate and discriminatory behavior against women and kids. That's 4 years of her life from 16 years old to 20 being surrounded by a child predator in power. People have looked back on Victorious, and a lot of clips of Kat were sexualized, which is disgusting, and the fact that she was only a kid too. We don't actually know what she experienced, but from these clips it's obviously disturbing to watch as she's splashing water all over herself, finger in her mouth, grabbing the potato. There should have been adults on set protecting not only her but the rest of the cast.
My relationship to it currently and has been changing and reprocessing a lot of what the experience was like. Environment needs to be made safer if kids are going to be acting. I think there should be parents allowed to be wherever they want to be. There should be in the contract something about therapy is mandatory twice a week.
Manchester incident. Ariana was on her Dangerous Woman tour when on May 22, 2017, her concert at Manchester area was the target of suicide bombing as the people were leaving. It caused 22 lives and hundreds of injuries. This was her coming home to Mac after the tragic incident. She then held a concert One Love Manchester and raised $23 million to aid the bombing's victims and families. She visited her fans in the hospital, paid for their funerals. Rest in peace to the beautiful souls lost that day.
Some dark shit out there, man.
It is.
So we just have to, be there for each other as much as we can. Because you never fucking know.
Actually, I went right home. I went to Florida. It was like, I can't. I was like, I'm not putting those costumes on again. I can't sing those songs again. I was trying to go to sleep that night, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like the right decision. I think we should set a better example and celebrate their lives, you know what I mean? And try to, not let hate or like violence or any kind of darkness of that magnitude when
Inappropriate contact. In 2018, Ariana sang at Aretha Franklin's funeral, and after singing, Bishop inappropriately touched her chest for like a minute in front of the crowd. Any woman in this type of situation knows how hard it is to speak up, feel so bad for how visibly uncomfortable she feels. Bishop apologized after, and the Detroit police reached out to Grande, but she just wanted to put it behind her. Losing a loved one. Ariana dated a famous rapper, Mac Miller, for 2 years from 2016 to May 10, 2018. They were known to be in love, and the way Mac talked about Ariana was very telling of the love they shared. However, Mac struggled with drug addiction, which was allegedly the cause of their parting. Even after their breakup, Ariana posted on Instagram about how he's one of her best friends and will always support him. That same month, Ariana announces that she's dating comedian Pete Davidson. On May 23, 2018, a troll on Twitter says, Mac Miller totaling his G-Wagon and getting a DUI after Ariana Grande dumped him for another dude after he poured his heart out on a 10-song album to her called The Divine Feminine is just the most heartbreaking thing happening in Hollywood. Ariana claps back saying, how absurd that you minimize female self-respect and self-worth by saying someone should stay in a toxic relationship because he wrote an album about them, which by the way isn't the case. Just Cinderella is about me. I am not a babysitter or a mother, and no woman should feel that they need to be. Have cared for him and tried to support his sobriety and prayed for his balance for years, and always will of course, but shaming/blaming women for a man's inability to keep his shit together is a major problem. Let's please stop doing that. Of course I didn't share how hard or scary it was while it was happening, but it was. I will continue to pray from the bottom of my heart that he figures it all out, and that any other woman in this position does as well. She ate with that response. Grande said, people don't see any of the real stuff that happens, so they are loud about what they think happened. They didn't see the years of work and fighting and trying or the love and exhaustion. That tweet came from a place of complete defeat, and you have no idea how many times I warned him that that would happen and fought that fight. For how many years of our friendship, of our relationship, you have no idea, so you're not allowed to pull that card because you don't fucking know. On June 12, 2018, Pete and Ariana get engaged.
Was in love with somebody. We were together for 2 years. We worked through good times, bad times, and it came to an end, and we both moved on. I am happy for her and moving forward with her life, just as I'm sure she is with me.
On September 7, 2018, Mac Miller died from an overdose. On October 18, Ariana and Pete break up, a month after Mac Miller's death. A lot
dating Ariana and, Mac passed away.
Yeah.
And she was like openly grieving Mac in a real way, like, oh, that's the love of my life, my soulmate. How did that affect you?
I totally got it, because we were only together for a few months. She'd even tell you this. Like, I was like, listen, I was like, I get it, do whatever you gotta do, I'll be here. I literally said, like, I think I said I'll be here until, like, you don't want me to be here. Like, I pretty much knew it was around over after that. That was really horrible. And I can't imagine what that shit is like. Like, that shit is just terrible. All I do know is that she really loved the shit out of him, and she wasn't like, putting on a show or anything. She, that was fucked up. And I hope, I'm prayers to his family and all of his friends.
A lot of Mac Miller's fans blamed Grande for his death, so she disabled her Instagram comments. Grande described her grief since Miller's death as pretty all-consuming. While their relationship was far from perfect, she called Mac the best person ever, who didn't deserve the demons he had. I was the glue for such a long time, and I found myself becoming less and less sticky. The pieces just started to float away. Vogue's Rob Haskell wrote that he spoke with many of Grande's close friends, who said she spent many hours during her 2017 tour, desperately tracking Miller's whereabouts to ensure he wasn't on a bender. Mac Miller's mother revealed that Mac's phone had 928 missed calls from Ariana. Grande wrote and recorded her #1 album, Thank You Next, in a feverish state after Miller's death. She told Vogue that she barely remembers it because she was so drunk and so sad. Terrifying brain scan. On April 2019, she posted an Instagram story showing her brain scan. The top picture shows a healthy brain with a few spots compared to a PTSD brain with many spots. Her brain is filled with many spots as shown in the bottom picture. She captioned it, hilarious and terrifying. This obviously is the result from trauma she experienced in Manchester as well as losing a loved one. After the fans showed concern and she responded, didn't mean to startle anyone with my brain thingy. It just blew me away. I found it informative and interesting and wanted to encourage y'all to make sure you check on your brains, listen to your bodies, take care of yourselves too. Divorce.
Divorce, babe, divorce.
Grande began dating Dalton Gomez in January 2020. In December, they get engaged. May 15, 2023, Grande celebrates their 2-year wedding anniversary. July 16, 2023, she appears without her ring, fueling divorce rumors. The next day, it was announced they separated and have been since January 2023. July 20, 2023, it's rumored she's with Ethan Slater, whom she met from the set of Wicked. March 2024, she releases her album Eternal Sunshine. Throughout the album, Grande alludes to a recent breakup, depicting her ex as uncaring on Don't Want to Break Up Again, I Fall Asleep Crying / You Turn Up the TV / You Don't Want to Hear Me, and dishonest on the title track, I've never seen someone lie like you do. Body shaming. The internet has noticed the change of her physical appearance since her weight loss in 2020. This was her in 2019 compared to 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now. A lot of people were concerned for her, speculating about an eating disorder. On March 2023, Ariana posted a TikTok video addressing the concerns of people about her body.
I think we should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies, no matter what. If you think you're saying something good or well-intentioned, whatever it is, healthy, unhealthy, big, small, this, that, sexy, not sexy. I know personally for me, the body that you've been comparing my current body to was the unhealthiest version of my body. I was on a lot of antidepressants and drinking on them and eating poorly and at the lowest point of my life.
Losing her nana, on June 17, 2025, she announced on Instagram that her grandmother Nonna passed away at the age of 99 years old. We are devastated to share that the beloved matriarch of our family has passed away. It is known that Ariana was very close to her grandmother.
I think I owe a lot of this to my nonna, who made sure to remind me that she voted. She goes, Ariana, I went on the computer, I voted. So I think you'll win.
She was even featured in a song from her 2024 Eternal Sunshine album. So overall, she went through a complicated relationship with her dad, sexualization, bombed concert, loss of loved ones, divorce, and public scrutiny on her body and looks. She has gone through a lot of stuff, but it's inspiring to see her resilience through it all with millions of eyes on her.